Good morning, guys. Today we'll discuss about a case study topic called learning English grammar. Okay, the difficulty of learning English grammar. So when students learning English like from different mediums, so they feel it very difficult. So let me listen from you first. What are the difficulties that you think are like the barriers in learning English grammar? Then we'll go for a solution.
Confusion in English grammar. Students often feel confusion in English grammar. English grammar has too many rules and expectations. For example, tense, article, and prepositions. It creates a confusion. Mother tongue influencer. Students tend to translate their sentence into mother tongue into English. It creates sentence error, word, and usage.
Definitely, because learning a mother tongue influence is a very big barrier in learning grammar, because it will never let you think in English. Because we used to think in English, we used to talk almost all hours in Tamil or any other mother tongue that of yours. So what happens? The new sentence structure that is learned in another language will be very difficult to understand. So, and using article and preposition is it sounds simple, but using it in an appropriate way is the real task in learning grammar. Good. Right?
Lack of memory. The major problem took by the students who are learning grammar is fear. The students hesitate to speak in English is because of the students logged and corrected. The grammar and also lack of practices. The grammar is taught through practices and rules and exercises. But the students have limited time to learn, speak and write. Without the practices, the grammar exercises are easily forgotten.
Yes, of course. The lack of practice is one more important thing why you suffer in learning grammar. That is also a good problem that you have stated.
Difficulty in using tenses. Many students struggle to choose the proper correct tenses while writing or speaking. They understand the rules, but find it difficult to apply in it.
Yes, of course. Tense is the main important part of English. So whatever we write, tense is very important as it depicts time. So whatever you write, you will have a tense. So what is this tense? That clarity is not there. So that is also one important problem that everyone faces while writing correct English. Right? Yeah. What is your?
Memorizing instead of understanding felt like a barrier to me. Students try to memorize grammar rules instead of understanding it. As a result, they fail to use it outside when it comes to new situations. And the limited exposure to English. Outside the classroom, students rarely use English, and as a result, they will be having difficulty in using it outside when someone will speak in English. And limited exposure to reading, listening, and speaking give them some less exposure in English.
Yeah, of course. So English is not just a subject where you have to study, but it is not a subject. You're not supposed to learn it as a subject. When you learn it as a language, other than this grammar, you should be well exposed to the language. So the more you listen, the more you read, the more you speak and understand the person while conversing. So that gets memorized in your mind. That will definitely help you, because even people who don't know to write in English, they are officially they are illiterate and they do speak English. Now if you just see them, just because of the listening, they would have listened to people speaking it, and laterally they understand what the meaning of it and they start using it. So that kind of practice, as it is mentioned by many of you, practice is one important thing which will make people grab language. So to learn a language, definitely you have to practice. So just learning will not only make it perfect or learn. You have to practice it either in a written way or speaking. Is your statement?
Difficulty in sentence formation. Students know individual words but struggle to frame a grammatical sentence, especially in complex or compound sentences. Next topic is examination-oriented learning. Students focus mainly on passing exams. They learn grammar for marks, not for communications and etc. Which affects long-term language proficiency and efficiency.
Definitely. So we would have started, like you students would have started, or you would have taught a language in a form, in a method where you would have learned word by word, then they would have shifted to sentences. So learning word would have been very easy. Even now you will be knowing many words and its meaning. But the context of it is difficult because until you read it in a context or you speak in a context, only then you will know what are the usage of one particular word, because one particular word does not fit into one situation alone. It has different connotations where you can use in different situations. So in that way, I would definitely recommend everyone to practice speaking. To learn grammar is a topic. So in learning grammar, you obviously have so many different things like that sentence structure, framing of sentence structure, and you have to understand what is the sentence structure, what is the verb in that, and taking tenses. The main problem in writing in a correct sentence structure, like mentioning the tenses. Tense is nothing but the verb only mentions the tense there, whether it is a past tense or present or future. So that what is the verb that you should identify and you have to know. So instead of learning a complete sentence, you have to know what appropriate tense, verb that you should apply when you write present tense or past tense or future tense. The rule that will definitely help you in writing without errors. And taking the articles, prepositions and conjunctions, and compound and complex sentences are also the same. So the basic sentence structure of English is yes we or yes we makes a sentence, a complete sentence. Whereas if you compare Tamil, where subject will not come first. So where in English subject then comes verb. So first you tell about the person, then you tell about the action of the person. Whereas in Tamil, it is not so. It is in different context, like structure. You have like how he did first, then who did that. So the sentence structure is different. So the lack of practice is one important thing, because you learn English for several years. You learn it for almost 12 years or 14 years from KG if you count. So they teach you grammar from the small classes, like words or in any form. So first they start with letter, the letter formation of words. Afterwards they teach you phrases, that is group of words. After group of words they teach you sentence. After sentence they would have taught you paragraph. So everywhere. So the learning is okay, fine. The learning, you know how it has transformed. But the problem is you don't know what the rule is. So the understanding part, as you guys mentioned, is one important thing where we lack it. So if you just concentrate on the rule, you have to learn the rule, the sentence structure of English. Then you have to understand where and how it is used. To understand where and how it is used, definitely you have to listen to people speaking or to the recorded audios of watching movies like that. And you can also read more books, not only books, magazines or newspaper, anything in English. You can just read so that you will know how the author or the writer have framed the sentences in different contexts. What are the words that he has used for one same word. So that will definitely help. So this I call it as practice. That is learning, reading and also speaking is a practice. So only by this you can improve your English. Learning it and scoring mark will definitely not help anyone to learn a language. So that is my conclusion. So practice. You have learned something, try to implement it while you speak and try to correct yourself. So that practice and continuously listening to the language that is surrounded by that language. Hardly we speak every time our mother tongue. So spend few time to listen English. You can listen just 10 minutes like an audio today. So that practice will never leave you or put you in a bad space where you will not search for words, where you will not go wrong with any of your writing practice. So practice is the only solution where you can correct English, not just learning will teach. Okay? Any other thing that you would like to suggest where according to you? No? Thank you guys.
Thank you.